may we begin to start talking about the lovely, if not very loud, Goblin Solo and the fact that I have survived using it for an entire month. Let's have a look at how this very cheap, maybe cheerful, vacuum cleaner coat, see what I have chosen for me to use for May, because I completely forgot to do a poll, and go through the cordless and robotic vacuum cleaners, because they are all pretty minging. Let's have a look. Yes, hello, my vacuum cleaner chums. How are you today? It has been a lovely month with the Goblin Solo. Sadly, hasn't been a lovely month personally. Butter, our little yellow budgie, did pass away the other day, sadly, very suddenly, before I could even get her to the vet. So now we only have Peanut, who is a little bit quiet. This is probably going to be a bit weird because normally they're both chirping away, they're both making noise, but at the minute, poor Peanut is a little bit out of sorts. I probably might have to get a second budgie because she might be a bit lonely, but we'll see how she goes. Hey Peanut, oh, good girl. So we might not have loads of birds squawking in the back of this video, which is a shame. I think I would rather have the birds squawking and have both of them. But very sad. Let us get back to the vacuums. In terms of the Goblin Solo, I've used it quite a lot. It's not great on carpet, especially on this rug where there's bits of hay from the hamsters and stuff that sticks into the fibres. It's not fantastic for that. Where it is absolutely fantastic is on the hard floor. This head is pretty okay. It picks up, sucks up all the bits. The plastic ones, if you're not scrubbing on the carpet, they're not too bad either. And yeah, I didn't use this head at all. I think I used a crevice tool once or twice, but to be honest, I've been going around all of the nooks and crannies with this and then using the Kalrpul Cordless for the carpet and everything else. So, basic bagged cylinder vacuum from the late 80s, early 90s. I had to do all sorts of bodgery with this seal and it had got pretty good, to be honest. So I'm hoping that if I take this bag out, which is quite full actually, there's a nice chunk of dirt in the back of there. Unfortunately, it doesn't really matter, being a single walled paper bag, this hasn't been a filtration-y month, if I'm going to be honest. We have ourselves a post Miele filter there. I think that's actually a Miele pre-filter, but that's not going to have done a ton. But these machines were never that great in terms of their filtration. You could probably stick a HEPA flow in there somehow. It's probably not much point. The machine it's only ever going to be so clean. So I think we should move the manual. We'll go get another bag. Nice. Fit that so it doesn't just smell of stale dust, which it can do sadly. And I think that is good enough. A £3 Goblin Solo. This crack here hasn't really made a difference, and even though I've been dragging it around, there's not a lot of wear starting on that wheel. That wheel doesn't really turn because sadly where all the plastic moved when it cracked, it's now sticking it together and I couldn't really do anything about that. But yeah, nice red Goblin vacuum cleaner. Simplicity itself, and it was pretty simple to use. Oh, there we go, Peanut. Yeah, come on then. Right, so I'm going to go from one extreme to the other now, and we're going to go very, very old. Because, yeah, I do fancy keeping a cylinder for the month. And I thought I would treat myself with a really premium one. What vacuum have I chosen for us to use for May? This! We've not seen this in a long while. But this is my American Electrolux Automatic G. Yes. we've wanted to use it for a fair while now, and I've decided that this month is the month that it will happen. Very kindly given to me by Mr. Ibasiak in return for doing some refurbs on some machines. Oh, this is nice to use this for a month, to be honest. Right, what have we got? We have our green hose, yes, our Dyson DCO2 clear hose, very cool indeed. Yeah, then there's a, I think we're missing the power head, actually, which is going to be a bit of a poo. Dang it. Well, let's start with straight suction, because I don't actually know where the heck that could have just gone. So here is the carpet/hard floor nozzle. You have to physically move this from side to side if you wish to do one or the other. So that could be interesting. We shall see. I need to figure out which of these ones we're going to use. I think we'll use those ones with that head. Then I have various tools here, but I think they're all a bit iffy. I think we'll just stick to the butterfly tools. So there is that. Oh, but where the blooming hell has the power head gone? I thought that was in here, and if it's not in here, I don't think I know where it is. I was hoping to use that because this rug could do with a good power heading. Oh, well, let us worry about that in a bit. We shall carry on for now because we have lots of other vacuum cleaners to sort out and tidy and clean. And I'll have to go and figure out where the heck I put this power nozzle. So, we have my 100. Come on. There we go. You've got to pull it out until it clicks back in like a roller blind. So we'll take our US plug, plug it into my 110 volt converter. Oh yeah. We should probably turn this down. Well, we have a bag, so that's good. Let's click that on there. Let me turn this just a little bit so that it doesn't immediately pop open. Clicks the hose in. Wondering if I actually also click the power head in now, just because then that wire doesn't flop around and break, and then this wedges itself into there very nicely. Oh, come on. You have to wait for the machine to fully stop. Let's turn this right up because I want to be able to block off the machine. Oh, Electrolux. Right, well, it runs, whatever. We're going to try and fix that before I try and airflow measure this thing. But before then, we shall push the little locking tab down on here, click that in there, and in theory, oh yeah! So again, all of the dirt is quite ingrained into this rug at the minute. Maybe if I turn the cleaner on. Oh yeah, that gives it a bit of light. Lovely. Yeah. Very nice. Lots of airflow. Might be okay to give this a little bit of a measure and see what numbers it pulls. Right, let's see if we can try a water lift test without the front popping off. Ooh, 60. Just, yeah, call that 60. Very nice indeed. Let us turn on. There we go. This, turn the light on so that you might see it. Oh, straight up to an 18. But I wonder how much air is leaking out of there. Yeah, 18 miles an hour. Let's call that 17, yeah, 18. 18 miles an hour and 60 inches of water depth. That's pretty good. I'm going to pop our upholstery tool on there. I think this is about done. We do need to go and find the turbo head. I'm going to have to go do that in a minute. But first, I would like us to give the other machines a clean, because the Roomba has been giving me app errors for the last week that it's really full, and the Dreame is full as well, as in it's self-empty. So we have ourselves a bench vac. Let's get sorting. Okay, so our thing today is, well, that needs its usual, but this bit has started to smell. And it's been many, many months since we put this bag in, and I think it's, oh yeah, that is correct. Bricked. I mean, there's probably a little bit left on it, but yeah, the smell that this thing gives out. Oh no, oh dear. Okay, I've overfilled it. Can you see all the dirt about to... This has still been emptying itself. Oh no, right. Oh gosh, yeah, right. So that is one very full, but yeah, see all the hay and the seed and the hamster stuff? This is what it has to do now. Right, that can go, oh God, over there. Next, we need to clean up this mess in here. Oh, there was something caught in there. Still something caught in there. There we go. Lovely. Then we can go into our box of spares that we bought, well, for the Roomba and this. Actually, while we're here, we'll have ourselves a bag. Then I think it's time to treat ourselves to a nice new filter, because we've been vacuuming this one off a ton, and I'm fairly confident that we could replace it. I think everything else in there is fine. So we need to pop ourselves a new bag into here. Lovely, like so. God, these almost don't fit. There we go, lovely. So, one nice new bag inside of our self-emptying. Holy moly, this thing is light and ooh, look, you can see where all the dirt smashes into that like brick wall of a plastic housing. Yeah, it all collects under there. That's a bit of a shame, Dreame. You can't keep your self-emptying air path from getting too disgusting. But hey ho. What may not be too disgusting is in here, because, oh no, it is quite disgusting, because it should self-empty itself, but oh gosh, look, that won't help. This probably hasn't been working too well. There's all the little bits of metal that it picks up. Oh, and a screw. What screw's that from? That's from something. Yeah, oh gosh, so, yeah, stones, all sorts. So we're going to, oh, I think I'm done with vacuuming that filter off. I think we're going to call that done. Lovely. So we can pop our nice, hopefully pop our nice brand new filter into here. Oh my God, these do fit, don't they? I thought they did. They do. I was just doing it the wrong way round, I think. Right, so there we go. We'll find out that this cheap nasty stuff doesn't fit very well. Well, we shall find out soon. I might perhaps just keep this in case. Just in case this really goes wrong, but I think it'll be okay. Just wipe down all the dust that this thing seems to get when it just comes out and goes back again. There we go. fair bit of schmoo all on here as well, because again it drags up whatever's on its wheels, which can make things quite messy, and this just sits past underneath my desk getting covered in dust anyway, so it's probably a good thing to do this at least every couple of months. Give it all a nice wipe down, a nice clean up, and hopefully, that is our Dreame back to new and ready to go round in about an hour at the time of filming this. I'm filming this quite early this morning. So marvellous. That will hopefully not smell anymore. What's next to be quite as bad is this. This thing gets very full. I'm always a little bit impressed with it. For a non-self-emptying machine, oh gosh. Let's find out what it's dragged out from underneath the kids' beds today. So we have a cuticle stick, lovely, lots of loom bands, this piece of Lego, a hairband, which I think I shall keep, and then lots and lots of hair. Lovely, get all that cleaned up. Told you this has been complaining at me for a little while about an app error. Bless it, it's fine. I think it just senses that it can't quite pick up as much of the dust, but it wasn't physically blocking up through here. If we now open up these, take out our pretty terrible, pretty terrible brush rolls and take out that even more hair that wraps around these. Oh, we should probably check the Dreame's hair as well. Oh wow, there we go. Oh, it's all in here. Lots of hair. So for all the hair that was inside the thing, there was more hair flipping outside of it. Lovely. Does this one pop off? Yes, but there's not as much hair behind it. So that was worthwhile. Let's give this a good wipe down, because I think that's one of its dirt sensors in there, so we want to clean that and make that fairly nice. Then I think we can pop our brush rolls back in, click this down, give in here a bit of a wipe out. That can go on there. Give this a nice spray down, because again it lives under a bed and doesn't really get looked at until we either do this or it's out cleaning. I'm not always here when it cleans, because well, that's why we have a robot vacuum. And the second one is done. Marvellous. Right, next it's time for the cordless handhelds that you have to actually move and use like a poor person. Next up, the Kalrpul machine that I was given to review by Kalrpul a fairly long time ago now, and listen, it's a pretty decent thing to use. As you can see, I've been using it a fair bit and I've managed to fill it. If you can try and keep the shroud from getting too blocked, this thing does brick itself quite well, and yeah, still seems to be picking everything up. We have our pre-motor filter, which a little bit gassy, but then we have our other pre-motor filter, which isn't too bad. It's very stained, obviously, but it's not terrible. Then we can take this out, and I want to try and take it apart so we can see just how much does fit in, because it's not a ton. If that was a cordless Dyson, you know, you'd only get 2 or 3 months out of it before you had to fully strip the whole thing down and clean it. Whereas this, we just need to take our 1960s American vacuum cleaner and suck it all out. Oh, cocked it. Why have we cocked it? Oh. It was that piece of Lego from the Roomba. or a little stick. I think there was a stick that just caused all that issue. And then we just need to take ourselves a nice mildly damp cloth and give everything just a good wipe down, because it is a bit disgusting. It would be nice for it to be fairly clean. And yeah, all that takes is this little wipe down. So I'm going to get this bit back together, then we shall check on the floor head. The main machine done, we definitely need to have a look at the floor head this month, because there is a lot of hair that these teeth things just really haven't got. I don't know if they even touched the brush roll that much, but shouldn't be too bad. We're just going to give it the good old-fashioned pull. Oh, there's carpet fibres, hair, all sorts down here. Isn't there, Peanut? Yeah, there is. So, yeah, I'll clean that all off camera, because you don't need to see me wipe that down. Again, though, because the clear head of this floor head is pretty filthy, and it's now drying out and being quite nice weather-wise, so I'm hoping we won't be stomping as much wet dirt and stuff in as we have been, or rather my children won't, because I don't often do it, and that will be a lot cleaner. Just need to finish giving this a good sort out, then we're nearly done. Oh, that's almost as good as new. Fantastic. Then last but not least is this, the Greenote little tiny cordless vacuum. I just want to give the filter a bit of dust off, because I use it in the kitchen a lot, and it just gets a bit of dust on it. There you go. This definitely doesn't need much, although it's getting a bit filthy, but I can't actually get in there to clean that out. I don't think it matters. This thing is excellent for just picking things up. We use it on the hamsters now. The hamsters have a sand bath, and where that sand gets kicked out of the cage, this is excellent for going along and picking it all back up again. So it does have a very good purpose now, because you don't need to have much power. That would be enough to stick itself to my tablecloth where the birds are. So that is done. This is done. And now filthy again, but lovely. And we are now ready for me to go and try and find turbo head for this thing and give the rug a good vacuum. Found it. Here we go. The power nozzle for the Automatic G with my hodgepodge of completely incorrect wands and electrical fittings should... Yeah! Ooh! There we go! For such a lightweight power head, it does really quite well. Oh. And then if you were an American in the 1960s, you would have vacuumed for hours with one of these. Very smooth. So, I think that will do. I can't promise or imagine that I'm going to be using this electric head too much, probably, you know, once in a while, just to do the rugs and stuff, because my house is mainly hard floor. I can get away with this, even if, you know, it's used for the carpet on its side. Lovely. So, that will do. For May, we are going to be using a lovely, quiet, smooth vacuum, a complete pivot from the Goblin, which wasn't very quiet at all, and hopefully it will prove to be a lovely vacuum for the month of May. What Hoover or vacuum or Electrolux or other make and model are you using for the month of May? Do let me know down below, and until the next video, I thank you very much for watching. Hope you have enjoyed, and I and this Electrolux Automatic G will see you soon. Bye bye.